want and what you need. And today we're going to get into some of your questions.
Hoop loudy.
So I'll put general information out to anybody that is interested in maximizing their time as being a student athlete, both in high school and college. But if you want individual help, that means you need to make sure that you email me at hooploudy@gmail.com and let me know your situation. Give me about 2 to 3 paragraphs of your situation just to offer some context so I know what's going on. Because if you have some questions about your situation, I want to help you. Again, that's hooploudy@gmail.com, and we'll go ahead and get that thing out to you. If it's an okay question, then I'll just maybe send you an email back like, hey, this is how you do it. But if it's a great question that everybody can use, then I'll make a YouTube video out of it, and you'll get it that way. First question reads, all right, he said, what up, big brother Bel? I'm an avid watcher of your channel. I really like how you don't sugarcoat any information and how you're brutally honest. But in regards to this email, I have a question, and I would like your insight. Right now, I am a college freshman at the University of Texas. Not playing on a team, I felt like I would be content with not playing basketball competitively. As time went on, I felt the urge of wanting to play basketball competitively again. So I tried out for the basketball team. Disappointingly enough, I did not make the team. I didn't get picked up at all. After watching some of your videos, I am considering going JUCO or junior college. I'm here today to ask you, is it worth transferring to a junior college to play basketball in hopes of transferring to a 4-year school to play basketball? And when will be the best time to send out my high school and AAU highlights to college coaches? I would also like to add that I don't have a lot of great quality film because I wasn't playing against great, legit competition. So this email is a great one. One thing I like about this email in particular is he gave me a little bit of context. He was able to give me a little backstory about it. He could have did a little bit better, but I appreciate it because some people just give me a one-liner. I would hate to answer a question and you just give me one line. I'm just kind of pitching in the dark because I don't know your individual situation. So again, give me some context. You give me 2, 3, or even 4 paragraphs. I enjoy to read your stories and see how I can help you. So make sure you send me those. So the first thing that stood out to me is he said, I am a freshman in college studying at the University of Texas. He's at the University of Texas as a freshman. The University of Texas is a major Division I school. The University of Texas is not to be played with, okay? Are you a top 100 player in the country? Are you? Are you a top 200 player in the country? 300? Are you a top 100 player in your state? If not, then don't be dismayed because you didn't make it at Texas. All right? There are tons of people that I played against. The only reason they have a scholarship, the only reason they have a jersey representing the school is because they're the right player. Because that system fit them. There's no knock against them at all. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to say they're bad players, but I'm saying they found a system that fit them in a way that they can highlight their strengths. That's just not Texas for you right now. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If your answer to those questions are no, then it's not realistic to think that you're going to play at Texas. This is not the channel to try to bash anybody, because you know what? Coming out of high school, I wanted to play for University of Kentucky. University of Kentucky had Coach Tubby Smith there at the time, and I wanted to play for Tubby. And guess what? I wasn't good enough to play in Kentucky. But that doesn't mean there wasn't other opportunities for me out there. After watching my videos, he's considering going to junior college and wants to know if it's worth it transferring to your junior college to play basketball in hopes of transferring to a 4-year university to play basketball. Well, let's be abundantly clear right now. You don't have to necessarily transfer to your junior college to go to a 4-year school. You can transfer from your Division I school at Texas and go to a 4-year school. I'm happy you said 4-year school because that lets me know that you're mature enough to realize that there are 4-year schools that are not Division I that still have opportunities for you. So what you have to do is be laser focused as far as where you want to be. Laser focused. What do you want to get out of this experience as being a student athlete? Are you trying to get a scholarship? Are you trying to get a jersey? Are you trying to put on a jersey? Are you trying to represent your university? Do you need to be close to home? Right? Are you trying to, like, how tall are you? Are you 6'5" and want to play the guard position, but not very, very skilled at guard, but you want a place that you can grow and get better in a position? No shame in that at all. One thing that I would say from my experience is if I could do it all over again, I may not have gone junior college. And I love junior college. This is the best competition I've ever experienced was in junior college. But if you could have told me I could have went to a school, I don't care where it was at. And I don't care what level it was at either. If you would have told me at 6'4" that you have a school for me, that I could have played under one coach for my entire career, I could have progressively gotten better, and I could have been playing against some good competition, good to great competition, I would have said, where do I sign? And I get a scholarship, I have an opportunity to get a scholarship, and maybe it's not an athletic scholarship. Maybe they had to like piece scholarships together. Piece the scholarship, piece different scholarships, academic here, financial aid there, And they piece it together, and I had a full scholarship, and I can go to their school, or I could knock it down enough that I can still go to their school. I would have done that. So that you have to ask yourself those questions. What do you want out of this experience, and what's important to you? Because that opens it up wide. And then you can figure out where you want to be. Division 2, Division 3. You want to be close to home, NAIA school, right? Do you want to? Does it even matter to you that you want to play for the same coach? For me, it mattered because that's a coach that knows your game. That's a coach that you get to learn from. That's a coach you need to grow under. And that's a coach that you can actually, by your junior and senior year, now you got this thing licked. Now you understand exactly what was asked of you and what you need to do to be the best in that position. So that's something as well, as far as is it worth it? Is it worth it going to a JUCO? Again, you got to narrow down what you want out of the process. But realize that you don't have to go to JUCO. You don't necessarily have to go to JUCO. It just depends on what you're trying to do. It just depends on what you're trying to do. You can transfer from a Division 3 school to a Division 1 school. You can transfer from a Division 2 to a Division 1. You can transfer from a D1 to D1. You don't have to go to JUCO to do it. Typically, I was a JUCO because coming out of high school, I was on this whole go D1, go D1, go T1 deal. But when life happened and both my parents passed away of cancer, after JUCO, I sat out for 2 years, and then my mindset changed. I just wanted to get in and see if I can get some school paid for, or at least continue to play basketball, because I still had that bug of playing basketball. So you got to look at your situation and just ask yourself those tough questions, like what do you want out of that process? What do you want out of it? Be honest about it. And then be realistic as well. It's not okay just to be honest. Be realistic with your skill set. It's no shame, man. At the end of the day, you just want to play. I've come into many of students at the university that I worked at, that I've worked at and working at currently, that say, man, I wish I would have went out for the team. They're seniors. And they wish they would have went out for the team. And they missed an opportunity in college. So don't do that. Like, go out there and do your thing. And then lastly, with the whole transferring thing, of course, I got to mention the academic portion, right? It's not just about if you want to play. You got to worry about credits being transferred as well. You got to be mindful of that, because when that ball go flat and you're not playing basketball anymore and your eligibility is exhausted, then you want to feed your family with a freaking degree that can do so. So making sure that that's the case as well, making sure that it's going to be the best fit for you if you do decide to do that, both academically, athletically, socially, all that, at whatever school you're considering going. When will be the best time to send out film? Always, forever. Always be marketing yourself. Always put yourself out there. There's no special time. I will always send it out. I will send it out repeatedly. I told you about my whole situation, the whole grind I went through, because I dropped out of college for 2 years, and then I got back into college. So when I got back into college, no one had saw me for 2 years. I was working at Lowe's. Going to a doggone tech school, learning HVAC, heating and air. Not even think I was going to get back into college and play basketball. But I changed my mindset. I want to go back to college and play basketball. Nobody had film on me. So what I had to do? Go knock on doors myself. I had to go. I had to be unashamed and be my own marketing person. Right? I had to do it myself. But there were some doors. Listen, There's some people that blow smoke in your face and act like they had it all made. I didn't. I actually went to, truth be told, after those 2 years, I went to an NAIA school, knocked on their door. They allowed me to try out. When I say them jokers ran me up out of that gym, I mean they had some thoroughbreds, runners, like super athletic. And this is an NAIA school for all you jokers that want to just say it's a consistent, all Division 1s are better than Division 2s, and all NAIA schools are worse than da-da-da-da. NAIA school out of Memphis, Tennessee called Crichton. Those guys were serious. I didn't make the team. I said, nah, we're good on that. And I continued to knock on doors and market myself, have my transcript in hand, ready. Like, look, I'm ready for any opportunity. So when's the best time to do it? Now. When should you stop doing it? When you get a gig, when you get an opportunity that fits you. He goes on to say, well, I don't really have any quality videos with legit competition. Okay, well, that's good that you have the awareness to know that. Because some of these individuals that don't even know that, they just send it out and say, well, I can piece some things together. Anybody can make a highlight film, man. I would see if I can run with them doing tryouts. I would see what tryouts are, and I would see what I can run with them. And I'll show them right there in the place. Listen, I'll go through that process because seeing is believing. If they can see you sizing up with their competition, guys that are on their team, then that'd be great. I wouldn't wait to tryouts. When they have spring ball and they want and they're bringing recruits in, I would see if I can get in those runs with them at different schools and see which ones that I get some traction with. That's what I would do. Another thing I would do if I didn't have footage of me actually playing against great competition is I would lean on the relationships that I've built with coaches in the past. So AAU coaches that's coaching me. I would lean on AAU coaches that's coached me, high school coaches that have coached me, anybody that can vouch for me actually being a worthwhile player. What you'll understand is this. What you understand, as you continue on within your career, you understand that coaching is a small group of people. Small group of, like, that. They've been called a fraternity or a sorority, however you want to look at it. Basically, it's very small. It's a lot smaller of a circle. It's a lot smaller of a circle than you think it is. Now, there are some coaches that are flash in the pan. They'll get in there for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and leave. But coaches that stay in for decades, they know each other. If they don't know each other directly, they know someone who can get in contact with that person. So understand that if you have somebody that's going to vouch for you, that can help you out as well. You don't necessarily have to have film, but if you have somebody that's going to look out for you and say, okay, this person is a good basketball player, a good student, a good person off the court, has high moral, sense of character, those things help as well. And again, just kind of going back to what I said earlier, you got to figure out what your goal is. You got to have laser precision of what your goal is as far as this whole college deal. Like, do you need to have a full ride scholarship? I know everybody would like so. I know I put out videos saying how you can get full ride scholarships, but the fact of the matter is, sometimes you don't get one. Sometimes you got to use your academic funds. Sometimes you got to use financial aid. Sometimes, like, the goal is to be able to play the game one more time. That's the goal. To be able to travel and play against competition. That's the goal. If you can get your school paid for, that's icing on the cake. That's icing on the cake. But if you were me, working in a lumber yard, 8 hours, sometimes 12 hours a day, you just want to hoop. You just want to hoop and be recognized for it and play against some decent competition. Got a scholarship, and that was a blessing, but I just wanted to hoop. So again, you got to figure out what your goal is. But as far as not having film, that's fine. Just when you reach out to them, say that you want to schedule a run when they have their tryouts or whatnot. Not just the tryout. Right? Okay, so the universities, this is how it happens. They have like an official day normally for the tryout that they have to do. I guess it's like NCAA standard that they have to have open that day. Many times they already know who they're going to pick, but it's worth it if you're going to go through that process to go to it. But aside from that, they bring student athletes in periodically to run with the guys and see, okay, if we want this guy now. See if you can join that run. See if you can join that run and do your thing. If you have some more questions, shoot me some more questions. I'll be looking out for your email. Thank you for the email. I really appreciate it. So I'll go on to the second one. Now, the second email is a case study of what you should not send me. I'm joking, but I'm serious too. All right, man. So check it out. My West African brother. Listen. Why you send me 4 lines? Why? Send me 2 to 3, maybe even 4 paragraphs. Give me some context of what's going on, man. But we'll get on into it. All right. This will be my last question for the day. He says, I'm from West Africa. I'm a current student at a private community college in New York. My question is, what are my chances to get recruited for a 4-year college through a full scholarship? I'm 26 years old, but I look younger than my age. I'm 6'4". He said, I'm 26 years old, but I look younger than my age, but I'm 6'4". He says, I'm 26 years old. He says, I'm 26 years old, and I look young for my age, and I'm 6'4". It's my passion, and I want to have a great career. Thank you for your help, Big Brother Bell. Even though I just not sent the email with 4 sentences, no context at all, but do your best, and I will. What I will say is this, my man. Is age an issue? Only if it's an issue to you. If it's an issue to you, then it's an issue. Once you mess up your mental, then you're a wrap anyway. And I did that myself. Now keep in mind, I went to college after sitting out. I sat out for 2 years because I had some deaths in the family, right? And before then, I had already redshirted. So I actually didn't graduate until I was 25 years old. 25 years old is when I graduated with an undergrad after my eligibility is over. And I say as long as it doesn't play on your mental, you'll be fine, because that entire time, my entire college experience, once I got back in it, was, oh man, I'm old, everybody's old. They're like, Bell, you want to go out? I was like, why? So I can feel like I'm a chaperone? No, I don't want to go out. I'm staying in. I don't want to talk to anybody. You guys are too young for me. And then I look back on it, and they weren't young. They were just 3 years younger than me. So it was a mental game, and that played on me. I was in some environments, I felt almost embarrassed because I was 3 years older than people. But don't even worry about it, man. Don't worry about that. Enjoy your time in the student athlete. Now, let's go on to the next. As far as being old, or what you think is being old, but you're not. 26 is not old. So that means that you're 26 now. Again, you didn't give me any context, my man, so I don't know if you're a 26-year-old freshman, if you're a 26-year-old sophomore. I don't know. I don't know how old you are, but let's just say you're a 26-year-old sophomore. And you're about to transfer and go somewhere else. That means you're going to graduate 28 years old. You're going to graduate roughly 28, maybe 29 years old. I know of individuals that I played against that were 30, maybe 31 years old, and getting their undergrad taken care of and playing basketball. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't be so worried about what people may think of you. Don't be so worried about what people may think of you, because after the fact, once that time is gone on, 5 years after you graduate, when you look back, ain't nobody gonna be worried about how old you were. You're gonna be geeked saying that I'm glad I jumped on that opportunity. I'm glad I jumped on that opportunity, because you could be 26 years old working at a lumber yard, working under somebody's car. There's nothing wrong with that if that's something you're passionate about. But if you're not passionate about it, you could be out there hooping. So go hoop. It's different from level to level. You gotta do the research. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing, but I know it's different from level to level. So in Division I, your clock starts after graduation, and it's like, last time I checked, it was like you have 5 years to play for, unless you have like some type of extenuating circumstances. A hard stance on the eligibility window, and others is based off semester hours taken. So if you start taking classes at 25 years old, that's when your clock starts at certain levels. So you can be as old as you want to be. It's not a situation that's really, that's not going to be an issue. Let me tell you that. It's not going to be an issue. Look at whatever level that you're interested in. Go to the NCAA website and check out that criteria. But it's different from level to level. But I know without a shadow of a doubt, in Division II, I played against that guys who were in their 30s with a wife and kids. I've done that. And again, given my circumstance, when I dropped out of college for 2 years and I had already redshirted 1 year, and when I got back into college, I didn't graduate until I was 25 years old. Also mentioned a full scholarship. Let's talk about the full scholarship. Now look, I'll put out information that can help you get a scholarship. But if we're just playing if we're just playing the numbers, everyone's not going to get a scholarship. Everyone's not going to get a scholarship. You said you want a full scholarship. Everyone's not going to get a scholarship. Do I want you to have a scholarship? Absolutely. I want everyone to get one. If I had the money, I'd fund everybody having a scholarship. But instead of focusing on I need to get a full ride scholarship, focus on if you're going to be able to put a jersey on. If you're going to be able to have the opportunity to play. That's number one. That is the number one thing as far as the basketball aspect. Be focused on that because you may be able to piece some scholarships together once you get there. Everybody's not going to have everyone's not going to have a clear-cut path in order to be a basketball player. I think everyone's not going to have that clear-cut path that we have in our mind that everybody's going to get a scholarship. I would hate for you to get an opportunity and feel defeated because you didn't get a full ride scholarship. Because some people have to piece it together with other things. So don't be so focused on that. Be focused on the opportunity that you have available than just a full ride scholarship. Because there's some opportunities that people are going to miss over because it wasn't full. And they had to pull from the financial aid. They had to pull from the academic funds. They had to pull from a transfer scholarship and an academic scholarship and some other things to make that full. My thing is, get it how you live, young man. And figure out what's the best opportunity for you, and just go from there. Don't put too much stress on yourself that it has to be a full ride scholarship. So keep that in mind. I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any more questions, let me know. But if you have any more questions, let me know. And for everybody else, again, that's hooploudy@gmail.com. If you have any questions, hooploudy@gmail.com. I only pick the very best to put on the videos, and I felt like this was a great starting point. I had done some Q&As in the past. It didn't go very well, but I'm going to start this thing up again. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. I want to help you maximize your time as being a student athlete. I want to help you make your mom proud, make your dad proud, make your neighborhood proud, make you proud, your coach, and everybody else to sow seeds in you for you to blossom and flourish and do your very best both on and off the basketball court. That's what I'm here for. Keep in mind that I have a website launch that's happening on my birthday on the 31st of October. So listen, be looking out for that. It's going to be hooploudy.com. I got some treats for you. Can't wait for you to check it out. Let me know what you think. All right? So as always, whether it's on the court or off, in the classroom or out, graduate at the top of your class. Hoop Loudy.